Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 21 of season 7, right near the end now. The finale is the next episode. How exciting, you know. Usually they're the best episodes of the season, in my opinion. These final two are the ones that get absolutely crazy and chaotic and bring us so much excitement. Now, obviously, last episode it was really exciting. We found out loads of information, backstory of what happened to Matt and his girlfriend, that the fact that he proposed to her in a weird way. It was good, actually. He was searching on his laptop with no way to propose. She caught him. She's like, oh my god, yes, I'll marry her. And he's like, oh, I've not even proposed yet properly. She's like, it don't matter, I'll marry you anyway, you know, I love you. And then he whipped out a ring, you know, he had it in his back pocket. He was waiting to do it, you know. That was kind of like how Alaric, you know, he already had it in his pocket when he went and proposed to Jo, wasn't it? He was waiting for the right moment. He just whipped it out. It was good. And so obviously they was engaged, and then obviously she's died, and we've seen him. That's what stemmed him the rest of this season, well, season 7, to be kind of against the vampires and not really like them, and he blames Stefan. Now, we've seen, obviously, in a back flash, I've had literally flashback, that's it, got mine went blank then. In a flashback, like, obviously, Stefan was visiting Lizzie's grave. It was anniversary of her death. He was laying some flowers, and obviously, with what's going on in Mystic Falls, everybody's on high alert. Matt was walking around, he heard a noise in the trees, he just turned and shot his gun accidentally, and he actually killed his girlfriend. He was the one that killed her. Nobody, no vampire, you know, no witch. It was just Matt himself being scared of, obviously, the environment he was in. And then Stefan tried to save her, but sadly it didn't happen. The wound was too fatal before he could even get his blood in the system. And what was interesting is Matt said he still blames Stefan. He still blames him because why was he there? When, you know, I think that's crazy. Like, absolutely madness talk, to be honest. But, you know, denial, deflection as well. And if you want to blame Stefan to make himself feel better, because I know he's probably feeling shitty now, then do it, go for it. But then again, we had the Bonnie, you know, she was pretty much dying in this episode, and the only way that they could save her, because she was literally on her last legs, was Damon called the armourer. He said, look, Alex, I'll make a deal with you. You get your guys out, kill all these people for Raina, and I'll hand over Bonnie. She can open the spell for you. She can get her life transferred over. And, you know, all of us are a win-win. Raina dies, Bonnie's alive, you get inside. I know Bonnie's going to hate me, but the fact is, I'll happily take her hatred for her survival. You know, I'm willing to do the bad, well, the things that people are not willing to do, like Enzo. He was saying, look, you wanted to do what I just done, Enzo. You wanted to save Bonnie's life, you wanted to call the armourer, but you haven't got, you know, you haven't got the courage enough to do it, because what would happen by you doing that is Bonnie will hate you. And the fact is, you know, I don't mind. The fact I know my friend's alive from the action that I've done, I will take the hatred and I will embrace it, because I know that Bonnie's safe. So that's interesting. So he done that. She opened it. They went inside the tomb, even though we found out earlier in the episode, if you go inside, like, spirits possess you, take away your empathy, and take away literally all your love, everything, all your feelings, and you just turn into a crazy guy. And well, the one that was shown, he actually killed loads of people, didn't they? She's ran in, Alex and all the crew, trying to find this girl that they think's a sister. If she's in there, see if she's still alive. Well, she's not. She is dead, and it was the spirits that was speaking to her. And then they started getting attacked. Well, what was interesting is Bonnie, obviously, keeping a promise towards that girl inside the ward that she was in. She actually, even though she opened the tomb, they went outside, she sealed the building, she put a shielding spell on it. Now she needs to put a cloaking spell on it as well, so nobody can see it. But she put a shielding spell on, they couldn't get out, mate. So they're actually stuck inside with the ghosts, with the spirits, which is fascinating. I mean, I'll be a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie, if that's the end of that storyline, because I think it's really intriguing. It's got potential to obviously possess a few people. They don't know what they're doing. They go out and start killing some innocents, you know. It would be really interesting to see. But obviously, in the terms of what just happened then, it was really good from Bonnie, displaying a bit of power. We had Caroline and Alaric. They had moments together as well. They were speaking. Caroline was saying, you know, she don't really want to speak to Stefan. Alaric was like, look, I kind of need you to, you know, I need closure. I'm going to marry her. This is going to be like my third marriage. I need to make sure everything's okay before suit and boot and get ready. I need to make sure that, you know, you are definitely in love with me. You've not got feelings for Stefan. And I know we've got a happy family going here, but, you know, I'm a bit paranoid. I just need closure myself. I just need that little bit of security. And she's saying, look, we've been through thick and thin, ups and downs, highs and lows, round and round, you know. And we've been through all this stuff. Our kids are siphons, you know, like, we can't get any more crazy, and I'm all in. So I do think that's kind of cute as well, to be honest. She gave a good answer back to give him some sort of like security, the one that is obviously lacking a little bit. And we've seen as well, like, they've done the transfer spell. Raina, you know, she killed herself at the end, sacrificed herself, transferred her spirit into Bonnie. She's back alive, getting there, my son. But what was actually interesting is what we didn't actually know or consider is what's happening to the Huntress's mark. Well, what actually happened is it's been transferred to Bonnie. You know, Raina was laughing just before she stabbed herself. She was like, boom, mate, do you think you'd really let yourself get away with this, Damon? And kaboom, killed her. And so she's gone inside, or her lives have been transferred over to Bonnie, but she is now a Huntress herself. So I'm really excited to see, because her boyfriend is a vampire. Do you know what I mean? Best friends are a vampire as well. Caroline and Damon and Stefan. What is going to happen there? I said last episode in the ending, I need Jeremy to come back. He deals with the same situations. He's managed to like get it under control. She's a Huntress, he's a hunter. He needs to help her. I can't wait. Get Jess back in the show. So thanks for clicking my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Feeling thirsty and starving. I actually think I want a bourbon.
Right. What should we drink to then?
Oh my
Stands
god,
on fire. What's going on? Oh, what the fuck, mate? She's definitely dreaming. She's definitely dreaming.
What's happening? When won't wake up.
Wait, what? We seen her wake up last episode, did we not?
She failed to mention that by giving Bonnie her life, she was actually giving Bonnie her lifestyle. Chance to interrogate her little shaman friend because he vanished at the same time.
Damon, did the spell work or not?
I don't know.
Well, you know her as well as I do. Waking up means she'll have to kill us.
No, we are not going to do this.
You heard what Damon said. If she wakes up, you're gonna
When?
get... But if this goes the wrong way, I'm the one person Bonnie's not gonna want to kill on sight, okay?
I am the single best person for Bonnie to see when she wakes up.
No, I disagree there, Caroline.
Right. I'll be home as soon as I can. We'll get through this.
You see the look on her face then, right? Was that a look of concern for Bonnie or their relationship? I mean, I'm literally lost with them. I have no idea what way they're swinging, like, honestly. If they're all for it or all not. They say the words, they physically say everything, but then I see it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hear everything, but then what I visually see, it doesn't like correlate with what the words. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, like Chris Tucker used to say in Rush Hour? That's literally it. I do understand it, but my eyes don't. They deceive me. And also, yeah, Ricky's the best person to be there, because like he just said, that he's not supernatural. Bonnie wakes up, she's not going to want to kill him. Facts, mate. But yet you're going to leave him, the only human that she won't actually kill, for a house full of vampires that she will happily go and kill. You know what I mean? I think that's a bad decision.
Sure. I know you said you didn't want me disturbed. Is there a break in Penny's case?
Need something, Deputy?
Yeah. You wanted to be notified if there was any activity over at the Salvatore house?
Do you never check your voicemail? I left you about 9 messages.
Yeah, sorry. I've been a little busy telling Matt Donovan he's the reason his fiancée is dead.
Because I dialed H for hero. Clock's ticking, brother. You're playing the game.
My life was blown apart when I was marked by Raina's sword. Do you remember that?
All right, I get it. You don't have any idea.
Well, I never said I didn't have an idea.
Oh, here we go.
It's to delve into her subconscious and do what?
Convince her hunter brain that not all vampires are selfish, vicious monsters.
I was her best friend before I was a vampire. I can show her the difference between the two.
Who thought, right, that was hilarious. I definitely hope that Stefan is in Damon's phone as hero. I literally thought that was like a 10 out of 10 comment, mate. Literally. Oh, that was so good. Well, that's strange. I'd hate for hero. Like, that's so good. I mean, Caroline's dropping herself in all situations here, innit?
Want to be helpful? Then do your thing and run away, so I can focus on my friend.
Vampires
Damn.
are as common today as mosquitoes. So what do we do when we meet a vampire?
That was good, though.
Not real. You're half right. I'm in your head. Hunter, you have to resist. I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah,
You
Saka.
have to fight the voices in your head. Open your eyes. Do your kids know that you're a vampire? Kind of waiting for the birds and the bees first. Fight it.
You have the nerve to call them your kids.
Oh, this is... Shit, she's not bleeding.
She stabbed me.
In the dream? I don't know, but you've been marked.
Who loves it? I love it. You know why? She drops herself in that situation. She wanted to be there, you know. She wanted to. I'm sure they dialed H for hero for Stefan, not Caroline. Do you know what I mean? She drops herself in that situation, so I think it's interesting. But I mean, you know, what's Bonnie's thing? She don't have a sword. She has a bit of wood now. You know, it's good though. Bonnie's acting was really good in that scene there, and I do like how they brought the blood in as well, yeah, to entice Caroline in, so she could lose her mind a little bit and focus on that. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna clap Bonnie actually. I thought her acting was really good then. She transitioned into like loving friend, no, scared, like panicking into like loving friend into like bit evil. Good acting.
You need to get as far away from her as you can, starting now.
No.
I carried that scar with me for 3 years.
I saw the postmarks on your letters, Stefan. Shocked you even had time to write between escaping certain death and sipping Mai Tai.
But just a quick one. That means that if Bonnie dies in real life, Caroline does now. Because that's what happened with Stefan and Thingy, wasn't it? If she died, he died.
You got a lot of balls coming back to Mr. Falls. Bonnie is comatose on Damon's bed. Ours to try to find a loophole in her subconscious, knowing full well that if I fail, I'll be forever marked for death at her hand. Table your feelings about vampires until your friend is awake.
A bit skeptical when I found out you and Enzo were a thing, okay? If he can't get through to you, and I'm your last lifeline, we're screwed.
Public school system in the States really has gone to rot.
Enzo.
Anyone means Paris, by the way. So why are we walking around my old high school? It's like the spell is overriding who I was.
Oh, this is my fantasy now, remember?
Yep, I'm still wearing my cheerleading uniform. How could I forget?
You not only tolerated a vampire, fell in love with one.
I have always wanted to be loved by someone, and I would rather have those memories than any future.
If you don't take Raina's life,
Then I'll die.
oh, that is not an option. Do you hear me?
This is my choice. Now get out of here and let me go.
Perfect. She's fighting it all right. Just not in the way we want her to.
Maybe she wants to come after Damon instead.
Oh, good. You're up.
Did you seriously just vervain me?
Yep.
Is this a hostage situation? The only reason I'm even here is that you decided to go all caveman and kidnap me against my will.
Elena asked me to rescue her friend from the bottom of a river instead of her, and she died. Because I respected her damn choice.
And if I leave them behind, then I'm abandoning them, which is just as bad.
I've got to say, whatever happens in this episode, that is one of the best scenes I've had. The fact that he said that saving Elena was a bad decision. He said it. He physically said it out of Stefan's mouth. And, you know, regardless of whether you agreed with Stefan before it, he's physically himself says, mate, I shouldn't have saved Matt. And that's what I said. Did I say it in this episode or the last one? Whenever I said it at the time he'd done it. I said it before. Yeah, mate. Sometimes you got to not respect the people's decisions when it comes to life and death situations of the people that you love. You got to protect them regardless of the outcome. And yeah, that time when she said save Matt and he actually did was shocking for one. And two, she died from it, yeah. And luckily she come back. So I'm so happy that he's acknowledged that that wasn't a good decision.
Where'd you run off to?
Got Caroline out of town. Jamming her with a syringe full of vervain might have had something to do with that.
Hey, doing the wrong thing for the right reasons always worked for me.
Hero never gets a girl, right? You of all people should know that.
You love someone. Sometimes you have to go to those extremes.
Terrible advice.
No, it's not, man. It's the fucking best advice going.
That advice is so good that I have to take it myself.
I love it. I just love it. It's excited me. The last segments of what has been said out of everybody's mouth is literally exactly what I said at the start of this episode. Literally. And it's been said by the characters now that sometimes you make selfish decisions to save the people that you love, regardless of whether they like it or not. And you got to rock and roll with it and take it and just run full steam ahead. And now Stefan's kind of realising it. Damon's saying it. He's realising it. I'm loving it. I'm so excited, man.
You're not the imaginary pizza guy hoping for someone else.
Leave me alone.
I just wanted to say
Thank you.
That's so good.
For fighting the good fight. Going gently into that good night. As much as I hate to admit it, it's gonna make me a very happy man. Figured the least I could do was dive into your brain and say goodbye.
Usually don't bother.
I present Exhibit A.
Not good enough.
Read it though.
I memorized it. Have a nice life, if your guilty conscience allows you to. Got your life all intertwined with Elena's dooming me, and let's be honest, all of our friends, to a lifetime without the one person we miss the most. I watched her take the cure so that she could have the life that she dreamed of. So why don't you close those pretty little eyes and give up the ghost for me? Get catch me if you can.
Wow, yes. This episode to me is decent. Lots of different stuff, man. See what I mean? He said absolute brutal stuff. He didn't mean any of it, but it could be perceived that he did. That it's really good. He's got Bonnie back, and now, mate, it's like, yeah, catch me if you can, mate. Hide and seek. Let's go for it. I'm loving it.
Still here.
I'm not safe because of this stupid scar. I am in the exact same situation that you were in 3 years ago because I know what a huge decision you had to make, and you made it without me.
Saw you and Rick and the kids, and you were happy, even though I had no idea what I was doing. I'm sorry. Just don't pretend that you would act any differently. You can't accept a world where Bonnie dies because you love her too much. And the thought of you getting hurt, an option that I'm willing to entertain.
You hurt me more than anyone else has ever hurt me, and you left me. I just don't think that I can do that.
Caroline, I
Chicken
see
seat for a
you.
while.
I'm gonna come for you. Please don't let it come to that.
You run.
Alice just fell out now.
I don't think there's a word to describe the depths of hatred I feel towards you right now.
You can see me? Hey, I said what I said to save your life. It's not the first time I've saved your bacon. If you kill me, Elena will never forgive you.
I'm never gonna have to explain myself to her.
That was good.
Couldn't get in your head, so I've been waiting out here to do it the normal way.
You're too late. You helped her in a cruise before, so help me now.
I came here to talk you out of murdering our friends, not lend a hand.
Then help me not do this. Keep me connected to my human side. There is one condition. I need to kill Damon first. Killed your sister because he was bored.
Amen.
How did Vicky die now? No, I can definitely remember how she transitioned. They was in the woods, wasn't there? The dead body was in front of her. They was trying to get a knot to her, and she went over and she had him. And then I can remember how she died being a vampire because she was kind of attacking Jeremy. She was overwhelming him at the party, and I think, did Stefan come over and kill her? He was in the buses area. I physically can't remember how her human body died. Was she in the forests? And did Damon go over and kill her? No, but she was in the cemetery, sort of. I'm trying to remember now. It's interesting. No, I wouldn't be bothered if Damon dies, right, in episode 171. Is that episode? So season 8, episode 16, I believe, is the last one. If he dies then, I don't care, you know. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Because that is the last episode of the Vampire Diaries. So anything can happen. The whole cast can die. As long as it's a good ending, good way to go out, a fun episode, you know, get loads of memories, loads of flashbacks, loads of goodbyes, loads of deaths. I'm not bothered because I know that it's not been revived and it's not gone back on. So if he's going to die, do it in that one.
Whoa. Did you raid a cosplay convention or something?
Oh, they're real.
Taking on some friendly fire.
I'm gonna set you on fire. Then I'm gonna carve out your hateful heart.
See the history that we have?
When are we coming home, Mommy?
That's what I need to talk to Daddy about.
All right, girls, it's time to go back to bed, okay? We'll run together as a family.
No, if anything ever happened to the girls or you.
I won't let it. Where are you guys gonna go?
I'm so sorry, Rick.
You know I love you, right?
Did she not say she loves him too? Not that. This Bonnie looks looking well interesting. Does Bonnie have one life?
Giving up already?
On the contrary,
My grave.
that you're a survivor. That you will get through this. You know why I brought you to this stupid stump? Because if I have to die, I wanted it to be here, Bonnie. Crazy bitch Bonnie in all her glory. I still care about you. Look at this stump, Bonnie. You remember it? Huh? You've been so many things, Bonnie. A witch, a human, a ghost, a corpse. And every time you come back stronger. Do you know how incredible that is, Bonnie? Because if this is my last moment with you, Bonnie Bennett, I need you to hear me. I admire you.
Fucking hell, eh? I love that.
Kill me right now. It's not your fault. Forgive me.
That's smart. good. God, that was really good. Actually, I liked it. I wonder if that's what Damon said in his letter, mate. That, you know, like he. What did he say, mate? She keeps coming back, mate. He listed the things that she's been like 5-6 things, hasn't she? It's mad that when you think about it, Bonnie. She's like actually has, like, she's never been a main character, has she? But she's actually been a, what would you say? She's been a vital character, an essential one. She's been a main plot of a lot of the seasons, yet she's not really been the main focus any of the time. So I do think it's interesting. He said he envies her, and, you know, he admires her. She comes back stronger, and no matter what she's been, she's always coming back bigger and better, pretty much. Like how Matt's come and saved him as well. Damon, you know, he just asked her, just forgive me, you know, if you kill me, it's not your fault. You know, again, big respect, you know. I like it. I thought the acting for both of them was fucking top notch.
Those shots bought us 8 hours to get Bonnie as far away from the rest of you as I can. Even if you absolved her of killing you, she'd never forgive herself.
What happened with Penny?
It was my fault.
I'm glad he said
I'll be paying
that.
for it the rest of my life.
Okay, I respect Matt there. He's now not deflecting. He's accepting.
You can't keep putting these decisions off.
From Maine, we will take the ferry to Nova Scotia.
I wasn't talking about that decision. Do you love him?
I don't know. Ask me whatever you want related to Bonnie. Those decisions I can make. Just please don't ask me to make that choice right now.
I couldn't get through to her. That would have been just another notch on her belt if Matt Donovan hadn't stepped in. Tell me you have a way to help her.
Maybe. Maybe not. Bonnie's life is linked to that of the final everlasting. Unfortunately for us, the everlasting resides in the armory.
We're gonna open the place back up.
So it's just I'm just assuming it's spirits then taking control of like one person's body. Have all them killed themselves in there, or has like one person killed everybody in there? And obviously, like that one shaman, is that what they said he's called? He's in the basement. Who's going to be the one willing to go in? I think Damon will go in, and they'll get possessed. But I don't know. It would be interesting because by doing that, he'd be sacrificing himself to save not just Bonnie, but he'd be saving Stefan and Caroline and Denzel, because all of them have been marked, haven't they? So it really... it's an interesting one. I kind of want it resolved by the end of next episode. I know it sounds daft because we're going into season 8, but I don't want this story going off into season 8. And we haven't actually done that yet in the Vampire Diaries. We haven't extended one story. We've extended the cast, yeah, like the Klaus one, into the next season, but we haven't... do you know what I mean? That season he was in, it was about hybrids. Next season, it wasn't. You know, they had the season with Marcos, and we're getting right to the very end there. So you bloody hell, we're getting to the other side, and then it finished and concluded it really well. And then again, obviously, we've got the Heretics here, and with this at the end, like, I don't want us to extend into season 8 with it. I want it concluded, because as much as I like Bonnie in this situation, I think it's a good side of her, like another character change. She must be loving it, playing all these different roles, keeping it fresh, keeping it exciting, and I am enjoying seeing it. It will soon get annoying and boring and repetitive if every single episode we're just going to get her going after them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Raina was the same as well. Like, it was good that she come in and she was attacking people. I really enjoy that. But then when that's all your character does, just get vampire, has no layers, you know what I mean? Like, then it starts getting repetitive, and you're like, can we just move on to the next story now, the next avenue, the next person, you know? So yeah, 2 episodes of Bonnie being a mad vampire slayer, killer, hunter, whatever's, I'm all for. I'm really excited. She's done good fights with Damon here. She was savage. She even attacked her friends in her own dreams, and they got marked as well. So again, interesting, and yeah, I'm excited to see the finale now. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you for clicking on it. You know, the finale is tomorrow. Remember to get your votes for your favourite characters in the description below. You know, season 7, almost a wrap. I really enjoyed many aspects of this episode, to be honest. I love the fact that, like, characters were saying stuff, like, about... I don't know, like Stefan, man, he acknowledged that respecting people's decisions is not always the best route to go down. Do you know what I mean? And he used his example that I used, that exactly, saving Matt instead of Elena in that situation, yeah, was respecting her decision, her wishes, but it wasn't the best play because he lost, technically, the person that he actually cared about. Didn't really care about Matt. You know, he's an ally, friend, or whatever you'd want to call it, but not a love of his life. And he pretty much let her die to save him. Bad decision. He acknowledged it. It was great stuff. Great stuff that he acknowledged it. Then Damon again on the phone. You know, got to do bad things. You know, he's like, yeah, you took you've vivaned Caroline. So what, mate? Sometimes good people got to do bad things to save the ones that they love. Love it. Again, I've said it. I said it before. I'll say it again, me. Yeah. Do whatever it takes to save your loved ones, even if it means that they resent you after it. You know, if they're going to die and you're going to jump in and save the day, regardless of if it's actually saving the day because, like, somebody's kidnapped them and saved it, or just saving the day as in, like, you know, they're trying to sacrifice themselves to save others and you think it's a bad thing. You're like, no, I want you to stay alive instead. I respect it. I love it. It's great. I think the conversations between Damon and Steph in this episode was fantastic. I mean, I really liked, as well, I like Bonnie's acting this episode. I thought she was mint at acting. Like I said, when she was first in the dream with Caroline, when she come in and she was at the door, and I said she ran in that room and she was panicking, and then she was like happy and joyous, and then she went into like evil. I acknowledged it then, give her a clap, didn't I? Said good acting. Later on in the episode, again transitioning over, really good. The fight scene with Damon, it was great, and especially, you know, taking him. You know, I'm happy that I acknowledged. Well, I said, oh, is that the place where her picture is? Because it is. It was that little stunt where he done the burial, and you know, she's having a fight with Damon. She was getting one over him. She's stronger. She seems obviously really strong, much stronger than Damon. Now, my question is, has she got 8 lives again? No, she hasn't. I've just realised what I was going to say. I was going to say she got 8 lives again, like Raina did, or she only got the one, the final one, and she does only have the one because they've just said the shaman in that in the armory, he's down there, they kill him, they save Bonnie. So that's interesting. But with that other one, if they killed him, they would have killed Raina, which would have killed Stefan. So if they kill him this time, does it not kill Bonnie? Because if we're going to follow that avenue, it was kill him, kill Raina. But now it's like kill him, save Bonnie. It's interesting, you know, but it's a bit different. But like I said, if that is the case, then, you know, Bonnie will die, Caroline will die, Stefan will die, and Enzo might possibly die. All of them have been marked, haven't they? So... I mean, that's intriguing. I do like I said, when Damon's on the floor, just forgive me. You know, I'm sorry for everything that I've done. Just want you to know that if this is going to be our last moments, please forgive me. And I think the acting, I said it was great. Between both of them, that was a fantastic scene. I really liked it. You know, I actually respected Matt for coming in, saving the day. You know, he's not always done the right thing this season, but he done a good job there, and it was exciting. And, you know... He acknowledged as well that it wasn't actually Stefan's fault that his girlfriend died. It was his fault, and he's got to live with that. And it was his fault, and it was accidental. That's one thing that he has to deal with himself, that he accidentally killed her. It was a mistake. You know, he didn't really mean to do it, and he can live with the pain with that, but as long as he knows that he's not a bad person, because Matt isn't a bad person. He's had like an annoying season, but he's not actually a bad person. I like how the fact that he called them his friends for the first time since, last season, so that's interesting as well. And Caroline, she's obviously on the run now. She's not with Alaric. Not with him, but I mean, she's not going to be coming back for a while, especially with the kids as well. So that's really interesting. Seems like they're going to go past, was it the 11th? Their wedding day that they was planning to do. And she's going to be with Stefan now. And she was saying, look, at first she was fuming with Stefan for obviously leaving her in the like when she was saying in the room. And then she was like, look, because he said, look, we've got to run. And she's like, well, mate, what's worse, you know, this or actually running away from my family. And then she doing the same situation. She is doing the situation, because then when he come outside and said, you're still here, she's like, yeah, I'm still here, you know. I'm in the position that you was 3 years ago, and now I realise like how hard it was for you, but like how you didn't say goodbye and all this stuff. So I do think it's interesting. And then obviously they're having a conversation in the car, and he's like, do you love him? And she's like, let's not even speak about it right now, I can't even decide, you know, like it's me and Rick is not what we need to be speaking. I need to think about like how I'm going to survive. And it's true, I need to know, does she love him? I feel like she does love him in terms of like, yeah, in terms of she loves him as a person, but not physically. And I feel like if you're getting married, you physically love someone. Not like, there's many people that I love in my life. Like, they've been in there, that like, and they've always been supportive, and I actually love them. I'd do everything for them. But like, there's not, you know, if I was to marry someone, it's a different type of love. And I don't think that she's making that difference between, like, is her love for Elena and Bonnie, you know, different to that love of Alaric, or is he in that same category? I feel like he is in the same category as love for her. She's not really doing a friendship love and the people that she really cares, family love, to absolutely physical relationship one. So I mean, I'm interested to see where that goes. Like I said, I physically feel like she's going to end up with Stefan. I said that a couple of episodes ago, or maybe even at the start of this one, that like I can't really see her and Alaric together as a couple. Didn't physically feel like it was 100% the best fit. But then again, I could be wrong, like I said, because the conversation that they had last episode in the kitchen was really good, and you know, they both said they was committed. So like, if two people say they're committed, I'm going to believe him. Who am I to say that they're not? Do you know what I mean? So that is that's another one. But I can't wait for the finale. Can't wait to see what happens with Bonnie. Can they save her? Can they go in? Who's going to be? I think it's going to be Damon. I think he might actually go in. He might be the one that's getting infected. Can he fight it? I don't know. You know, like I said, I think there's only 16 episodes left of season 8, and I said that I wouldn't mind if Damon died in the last episode. It wouldn't matter if the whole cast died, because I know that it's not been renewed, so that I've got nothing to be scared about. Do you know what I mean? We can end on a happy note, or we can end on a sad note, or we can end on like a oh my god one. But as long as we get a good episode and a good final season, let's go out on a good bang. You know, let's bring everybody back that we can do. You know, they've said that Elena's not physically dead, so I want her in the season, especially even if she's not in the final season 8. Yeah. Let her be in 1 or 2 episodes. Definitely the finale. You know, she's got to make an appearance there. Even, do you know what, right? Every single person that was relevant in the show, I would bring back in the final episode. Whether it's like a flashback, whether it's like a memory, whether it's like a jump into the future, a goal, something. Yeah, get them all back. Yeah, so I think we should get like Catherine back, get John back, get Elena's mum back. You know, we'll get her aunt back as well, because she was with Rick, wasn't she? And then she ended up dying of Klaus. Now obviously we can get Klaus and Rebecca and Elijah back, get all them back, you know, Cole, all of them. One good little flashback episode, memories, flash. I wish they could do it, be solid, obviously like 8 seasons, but do like a quick little 3-4 minute montage just to rip through it all. It would be exciting stuff to finish off. But thanks for clicking my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, please smash a like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.